And the one that you can say that kind of like took the show off, like it blew it up, was this case called El Caso de Josué, which is Josué's case.
Okay.
Do you have anything else on that? Like,
Well, the last time where we ended up is that I told you that he was LDS, and then he mentioned Utah.
Oh yeah. What's up with that?
I guess he mentioned Utah. I guess Utah is really rich of cults that we don't know.
What's his name?
Jesus.
Jonah Hill.
Oh.
Jonah Hill's my spirit animal.
Oh, okay. Okay. He's not a fat guy anymore, Tony. It's 2024.
Bad Tony.
Bad Tony.
We're recording this whole thing.
Nice.
Can't even right now.
All right, let's go.
Yeah.
Hello and welcome to La Cantina, where each week we talk about new and terrifying experiences, tales, whatever you want to call it. My name is Tony, your host with the most, Tony La Torta, or whatever your heart desires to call me today. And today I'm accompanied by the one, the only, the one in a magazine, if you did not know by now.
Austin, El Skeptico. Just Austin. You know,
Yeah,
whichever.
whatever. How you been, man?
Not too bad.
Yeah? Who do we have today?
We have
The one.
the only.
The one that called you Wonder Bread.
It's because I'm white.
Adrian, what up, dude?
What up, dude? How you guys doing?
Good, how are you? So this is Adrian. He's the one that gave the nickname Wonder Bread. He's been following us for a while now. He's our coworker, friend, family. Introduce yourself. Say hello.
Well, hi guys. My name is Adrian. I work with these guys,
Unfortunately.
and yeah,
Yeah.
they invited me over to talk about
So-
La Mano Peluda, a radio
Mano
station
Peluda, Yeah.
of Mexico.
Ooh, it sounds so fancy when you say
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. So kind of tell the people like what you do. Obviously, like they know what we do, but what you do, what do you do for fun? I see you got a little brewski there.
Oh, well, since the podcast is called La Cantina,
Yeah.
I wanted to bring you guys beer because I see you guys do podcasts and there's no
There's
drinks
no-
or anything in it.
Well, now we got him.
And, well, I work in construction. I'm a foreman for an excavation company. I like to hit the gym for fun.
Nice.
Like to go golfing. We still need
Oh,
to do
yeah.
that.
I started golfing this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to do that. Every single time he tells me, dude, let's go golfing. I'm like, yes, but rain check today.
See, I've never been golfing.
You haven't, dude?
Nope.
You should. I didn't. At the beginning when they told me, let's go golfing, I'm like, as a Mexican, I'm like, what the fuck am I going to do? Fucking throw the ball inside a hole.
Yeah.
Like, it looks ridiculous, but once you get into it, it's pretty fun.
Dude, especially
Nice,
like the
okay.
beers are flowing.
Yeah.
You drink when you're on
Yeah,
the
we drink when we're out there.
You go with my cousin, no?
Well, not to the outside course. We go to like it's called a private fairway inside a building
Oh,
with the
nice.
simulator.
Oh.
And that's where I have a gun with your cousin.
Yeah. And if you guys don't
Oh,
know my
that's
cousin,
cool.
it's
The
The
one
pelvic.
that got raped by the ghost.
yeah.
He felt the pelvis.
Felt the pelvis.
Dude, when I heard that story, I was fucking. I called all the homies that knows him. I'm like, hey, dude, did you know that your homie
Yeah.
got raped by a ghost? Like, fuck, you get out of here. And I showed him your podcast. Wait.
Speaking of that, you have your podcast of your own, no? That you kind of started.
I barely started it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's called La Casa de Terror.
Oh.
It's in Spanish.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Dude, our culture, Mexican culture is full with scary stories, dude. With
And
all
for
the
anybody
urbans and
that
stuff.
doesn't speak English like I do, I'm pretty sure that means House of Terror, right?
Yeah.
It's Spanish. Yeah. Get it together. It's if you don't speak Spanish.
Yeah, you said if I
If
didn't
you don't speak, speaka.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah. House of Terror. Yeah. I saw that and I was like, oh, cool. I think you called me, no? You were kind of telling me.
Yeah,
hey,
because
That's awesome.
you guys knew more about the subject. Well, not the subject, but about the podcast, and I didn't know how to start it or about it.
Yeah.
So I called Tony. I'm like, hey, dude, how did you start it? How did you go about it? And he gave me a couple tips that helped a lot.
Also, I totally knew what that meant, and you didn't say shit.
What are we talking about?
I'm slowly attempting to learn Spanish.
Oh, did I say something in Spanish?
No, he said
No, I said
House
that.
of Terror in
that-
Spanish.
Oh.
And he knew what it meant
Yeah.
right
I'm
away.
sorry. Gee.
That's right.
But anyways, yeah, dude. When you told me that, and to be honest, I got really happy because you're like, oh, you guys inspired me to kind of do it and just do it just because.
That's cool. It's fun.
Yeah,
a lot
dude.
of fun.
I was talking about it a couple years with Aaron about it.
Yeah.
On our own podcast and stuff, but it never happened. And then I heard you guys. I'm like, fuck, I'm just gonna go for it. I'm just gonna do it I'm just gonna start it as a fun thing. See where it takes us.
Oh yeah. The hardest part is just doing it.
The funny thing is that we're 6 of us, so we get together at my house, mix up drinks, get drunk, and then
Nice.
start
Just chop it up.
to so it's like horror, comedy.
I like
kinda
it.
stuff.
I like it.
Dude, it's fun because like nowadays, like anything could be turned into a podcast, you know?
Yeah.
And
Oh yeah, absolutely.
it's like with this, like we didn't know we were gonna get to this point.
Yeah, no idea.
I thought it was just, dude. I was happy when I hit 100 views on a video. Now I'm like a crack fiend.
That's good.
He
Give me
really is.
more.
Dude. Now, King Solomon. Who was he?
Yeah. So this information is gonna come, like it's good for you guys to hear it right now. So stick through it because you guys are gonna need it later because it makes a lot of sense with what we're gonna talk about, which is La Mano Peluda, which is a radio show that kind of inspired me to do this. Because not a lot of people talk about this stuff. It's really kind of more taboo. It's more open now, but it's more like
Let's
getting
summon
there.
some demons.
No. Speaking of, hold on real quick before you go. Have you seen that on Facebook yet?
Oh, what?
The ghost foo?
I
I gotta send you that, dude. It's funny.
All right.
Facebook though?
Yeah,
I don't got Facebook though.
TikTok. I think he's on TikTok.
Yeah, TikTok.
I'll send it to you.
Anyway, Solomon, also called Jedediah, was a monarch of ancient Israel. He was the son and successor of King David. According to the Hebrew Bible or Old Testament, he's described as having been I'm not even going to attempt that word. I'm going to attempt that word. Penultimate ruler. I don't know what that means, so if anybody can enlighten me, that would be great. I just lost my place. So that's another big word of an amalgamated. I don't know. Israel. So Solomon reigned from 970 to 931 BCE, which we learned means before Common Era.
Yeah, not before Christ. Thank you.
And
YouTube.
I thought it was before Christ existed.
Yeah,
And
me
I
too.
was like way off base.
way off. So with that
So that's who King Solomon is. Just a quick, rough kind of,
little,
who this guy is.
yeah,
But with that being said, let's get into the juicy bits of this.
say it one time for me. Say it for all the Mexican people out there. Say it. La mano peluda.
What?
La
La
mano
mano
peluda.
pelula.
Pe
Pe
lu
lu
da
da.
da.
Oh, okay.
And this is Tony's segment, How to Teach Austin Spanish.
On to Tony's take.
Okay, so La Mano Peluda, now that we're going to get into the juicy stuff, the nice and terrifying thing, kids, hide your Ouija boards.
No. Pull your Ouija boards out.
Hide
This
your
is
Ouija
the best
boards.
time to be using them.
Hide Elizabeth. Oh, dude, you did not get that? Thank you a lot. Just went right over your head. Is that her name? Yeah. Anyways, if you know what I'm talking about, you know. I'll put it in.
Okay.
Anyways, so La Mano Peluda was a Mexican radio show. I think it was in El DF,
In El DF.
in Mexico City.
Okay.
And this show, people would call in, talk about like La Llorona, chupacabras, duendes, and these are all topics we're going to get into down.
Oh,
later
yeah.
on
I
in the
want to do
future.
chupacabras.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
So they talk about a lot of Hispanic Mexican folklore, right?
Okay.
So a lot of people call in. Some of the stuff you're just like, oh, this is kind of BS. And the one that you can say that kind of like took the show off, like it blew it up,
Yeah.
was this case called El Caso de Josué, which is Josué's case.
Okay.
And it was a guy that called in saying like, hey, I basically made a deal with the devil and this is my story and I'm going to share what happened. So kind of to get a little bit into it, he calls the radio show and says, hey, like I made a deal with a demon. I have to pull my notes out real quick because I didn't make notes.
I got it. So he called the radio station. He starts talking about how he's trying to get involved with the demon for 5 years.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because he was very poor.
Yeah, but
like, very poor.
It started out because, like he said, I guess when he was 14, his family, well, he wasn't poor. I guess he was mid-class or he lived a good lifestyle.
Oh, okay.
But he wanted more. No?
Yeah, no, he lived a good lifestyle, and then his family hit a crisis downhill.
Oh.
and they had to move. They had to move to America to find a better future,
Mm-hmm.
to the United States. And I guess ever since that, he started trying to. He came upon you can say like a
Book.
witch book
Oh, okay.
where it tells you how to do rituals and shit like that.
Yeah.
And he wanted to have his family wealthy, so he started going through and trying to try to summon a demon to get his fortune up.
Yeah. So because I just listened to the story again, like the whole like when he called in and actually shared it.
Yeah.
I think it was on Friday when.
Yeah, I heard bits of it.
So just because I like to recap with it, like he was like around 15 when he kind of started, and like he said he was like digging for books, like he like in Hebrew, he even like learned languages like that, like Latin.
Yeah, that goes
So this
on
guy
beyond the
was, like,
story. Though.
serious.
So he started like he said, he started at 14, and he got upon this book. He says that it was witchcraft, and he started doing stuff like that. He started trying to summon, how do you say it?
The rituals,
A ritual, but like summon the demon or
like summon, like
summon the demon.
Oh, okay.
And I guess the first ritual he did is he cut his veins.
yeah. See, he was talking about that, and he said like, cause well, I guess before like just cause in the story like it's a little fresh, he was saying that he was like trying to conjure up demons for like a while,
Yeah,
and like
for a
nothing-
year and a half.
Yeah, for a year and
Oh,
a half,
wow.
and nothing worked. Like he was like basically like on the verge of just like, dude, I need to see this.
Yeah.
And then he said that one night he slit his wrist, and that some guy appeared. But he said that it's not like what you guys always think, like horns, red, like
Oh, yeah,
you know
no.
what I mean.
No.
It was like this black, skinny guy,
Yeah.
like black figured guy. And then he in the story he was like, oh, like the guy appeared. He's like, so what do you want? Basically, like you summoned me. He's like, who are you? He's like, I'm the one that you've been asking for, and it was Lucifer.
Oh.
According to him, it was Lucifer, and he said, like, what do you want? Like, what do you want from me? Like, this, do you know what you're gonna get yourself into, basically? And just kind of talking him into that, and then, like, I guess he told him, like, hey, I want to be wealthy, I want to live this life, whatever. He's like, okay, like, we're gonna basically like form you.
Mm.
You're gonna start doing rituals. You got to do this one thing. Like the first thing, I can't remember what it was, but it was like summoning.
The first thing I think he had to do is get a goat,
Oh,
a
okay.
a baby goat.
a baby goat, and then from there it started escalating.
And then it got to the point where he wanted him to sacrifice a newborn, like a baby. And
I think that comes from a different demon, dude.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, because supposedly he started, so he got the goat,
right.
and then he started doing that, and then I guess months passed, and he wasn't getting rich. He was getting nowhere. So he called about the demon. He's like, hey, I'm through with you. I'm not gonna do nothing with you. And then he's like, no, just listen to me. And he got rid of that demon.
Oh.
And that's when he went to bigger stuff, and that's when he learned how to talk Hebrew
Yeah,
and different
Latin
languages
and all
and
that
Latin
stuff.
stuff like that. Because that's
But
where-
like
Okay.
fluently
fluently, because that's where the big reachers
from
are.
back in the day.
Yeah. So I guess he got involved with that demon, and that demon told him the first thing he had to do is get a firstborn baby from this.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And it was from
so that's like some shit.
yeah, and I guess it was from this lady that was like very humble.
Yeah, very humble.
Very, you know, like it's like very like white, if you can say, like, you know what I mean, like very, I can't
Like
think
pure.
of the word. Yeah, like pure innocent type thing.
Right.
And I think he said that he didn't go through with it.
Oh, he couldn't go through it.
Yeah, I guess he had already like worked himself up to like do it.
Yeah.
And like at the last minute, he's like, no, that's
Oh, dude, I bet I'm mistaken. Then that was the first demon. Then
yeah,
you're right.
That was the first demon.
And he couldn't go through it, and that's when he abandoned that demon and he went to another one. Yeah,
So-
you're right. You're correct.
Yeah, and then I
Oh,
think
okay.
after that, he went to the cave, right? Or
So, no, after that,
he summoned the second one,
He
right?
summoned the second demon when he learned how to speak Hebrew.
Yeah.
He got another book and he started doing rituals from his house.
Mm-hmm.
And then that demon appeared. No, it didn't appear. I guess one night he did the ritual, went to sleep, and then he woke up at 3 a.m, hearing his mom scream.
Oh.
And he ran to the bedroom, and I guess his mom was she was already passed out or knocked
She was
out.
like knocked out, like full sleep, like
Yeah.
me when I hit the pillow
Yeah.
tonight, like that.
I guess
Done.
she was getting attacked by a pig in his 2 front legs.
Yeah, like standing
Putting
up,
her
a
up.
pig standing up.
Yeah, pulling
Oh.
her out and stuff.
But
Okay.
he did say that the pig wasn't like normal-ish, like it was screeching,
Oh.
but like it wasn't like a pig screech. It was like a different type of screech, like very demonic-ish.
Oh.
And he was pulling his mom
okay.
out and dragging, and I think he
He wasn't scared of it, so he started
Yeah.
screaming, like, leave her alone and stuff like that. So the
fighting
demon,
back.
Okay.
the demon's like, follow me. And then he said he stepped out of the door with the demon, and then that's when they flew.
Yeah.
He said it felt like they flew into a cave.
Yeah.
And he was there for months.
21 days.
21 days?
Yeah.
21
days in the cave, and he could see people come in, people come out, and he would see like weird shit in there.
Okay.
Like weird shit. After that whole cave episode, that's when
When he went to the cave, they told him, we are going to make you rich, but you got to give us one of your family members. And then that's when he said, he's like, I thought about my mom, but I'm like, I can't go through with my mom because I love her too much.
Yeah.
I thought about my brothers, but then I'm like, I can't go through with my brothers because the reason I'm doing this is for my brothers.
Uh-huh.
So he's like, unfortunately, the one who lived the longest,
it's already lived
my
her
grandma.
life.
He killed his grandma, dude.
Damn.
Straight up just did the sacrifice with his grandma because he said, oh, my grandma, she already lived her life. She has nothing else to live for. She's basically going to die soon.
Uh-huh.
So
He's
like-
just like, all right, you're the one. Come here.
All right. Like, no pun intended, but that was like his scapegoat.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But he didn't kill his grandma like how we imagine he probably killed her. I guess he put her to sleep with kind of pills.
Oh, okay. So like a peaceful.
Yeah. So he put her to sleep and then started doing all this ritual stuff to her.
Well, at least he's a somewhat respectful murderer.
Yeah, I guess. And then after that, that's when like things started coming more. Like it started blossoming for him.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, and he started getting the money.
Mm.
Well, he did say, and I don't know if you remember this, but he went back to the U.S., right?
Yeah.
And then the career he wanted was like in the medical field.
It was like psychologist,
Yeah, it was like psychologist.
scientist, psychologist, something like that.
And I guess that career, he went to high school, did all that stuff. But like in that career, it took 8 years to complete, like full complete. Like that's how much schooling you had.
Right. Yeah. You got to do all your doctor stuff.
Yeah. But with everything that he was doing, he got that shit done in 6 months.
Oh.
And one of the powers that the demons like gave him was how to persuade people.
Oh, dude, we skipped the part though. Before he had to kill his grandma, they were gonna give him a ring.
Oh,
The ring of Solomon comes in, so he had to kill his grandma, and then he was gonna get a ring. He was gonna be able to do stuff that other people couldn't do and see stuff and talk to demons that he couldn't see.
No shit.
And he can like summon them like that, and same thing, summon them and send them away.
Yeah.
No, I think this is where I remember you telling me like the ring appeared on his grandma's finger
Right.
and like he
That's
took
what
it off
happened,
and
no?
put it on him.
I think
Yeah.
that's what,
He
the
had to
ring
kill her and-
appeared on the finger, and it had to be on the left.
Left side on her heart.
Yeah, on the left side of her heart.
Oh, okay.
And when he wore the ring, it had to be on the left middle finger,
Oh,
and he
okay.
could not take that ring off.
He said it was loose though. He said that
Yeah.
like my wedding ring, you can play with it and pull it out, but for some reason he couldn't take it off. And the time that he tried to take it off, he took his he dislocated his finger supposedly.
Whoa. Okay, so that thing's like on there.
Yeah, like it was like very, very like welded on there, if you could say.
Okay.
You couldn't really take it off.
I would say so.
And then after that, that's
Some
when he
demonic
like,
super glue.
yeah, and all this stuff, he's like saying it live on air.
Oh, okay. So
But it
he's like
takes-
super candid.
Yeah, he's like, even when he said like buckling his grandma,
Yeah.
there was like no really remorse there.
So he was kind of crying, no?
A little bit, yeah. Like but it was weird, and I wanted to bring this up, like, because on the whole like talk or the podcast or whatever you want to call it, he would go from like sobbing to like instant like, fine,
Oh.
yeah,
Yeah.
Well,
Like,
that
it'd be,
sounds
like,
like
remorse and then, like-
psychopathic.
dude, it gets weirder though.
You can even hear the demons attacking him supposedly.
Yeah,
'Cause
in the
he-
show,
What?
When he's talking about that, when he talks about the ring and all that stuff we went through, I guess he tells the host of the radio, "Hold on, cause someone's behind me. A woman is behind me."
and he's like,
He appears and then he goes upon. He's making money. He's talking about he's making money, but I guess the host of the radio asked him, "So are you rich?" And he's like, "I'm not rich, because the way I receive money, I have to waste it. So if I get 15,000 today, that 15,000 I got today, I got to go out and waste it."
but I can't
No
give it to
way.
charity. I can't help anybody. Like I can't burn it.
So he has to spend it on
Has
himself.
to spend it. He said that there was like a talk where he was like, say like the whole 15 grand or whatever, he had to go and like buy jewelry,
And overpay.
and he said he would overpay for a lot of jewelry
Oh, okay.
just because if he didn't spend the money like that,
Yeah.
the next day he wouldn't have money at all,
He wouldn't have money. Yeah.
and then stuff would happen to him.
Yeah.
Like
Or
bad
if he
shit.
gave it out. Or he said it,
Oh.
in this episode, he said that he was trying to buy some lots in California, right? And I guess this worker was crying about how he was having
Like
financial trouble.
troubles.
So he decided to help him. And he said when he helped him, he went back home and this woman appeared that he'd never seen before. I guess the way he described her was skinny woman, long hair until her like mid back, I guess, with the long mouth and the long tongue.
Oh,
And
okay.
I guess he forced him to do sexual shit to her just because he gave the money away.
Yeah.
Oh,
It was.
he felt the pelvis.
We come back with the pelvis.
I'm sorry, Luigi, but
Luigi, you gave
Kinda
me
brought
the
that up on
best
yourself.
joke ever.
yeah. So then that was it. And he was like describing her on the show. And you can just hear like a bunch of fuck shit in the back.
What the
And
hell?
then he starts crying. He's like, oh, she's here. Like, she's here. She doesn't leave me alone. And then what else happens after
Well, he
that?
starts crying because I guess the demons told him when he see an like form of an arrow with the Catholic cross inside of it with the crystal eyeball on the bottom, that he was gonna die.
Oh, see, I didn't. Like, I was paying attention to it, but I had it on my little speaker.
So I guess that the reason that women appear again is because he was on the radio and he was not supposed to be giving details about what was happening to him.
I was gonna ask. He wasn't supposed to
Yeah.
be talking about it.
So I guess the girl will choke him. It's like, what's going on with you? Why don't you listen? What's going on with you? And keep repeating so you can hear him crying and stuff in the background. He's like, I'm not scared of the demon I'm seeing because I'm used to this shit all the time, seeing demons and stuff. But what I'm scared of is what she has holding in her hand. And then the radio host asks, well, what does she have in her hand? He's like, it's the only way I can describe it to you is it's like an arrow, and it has a Catholic cross inside of it and a crystal eyeball on the bottom. I'm guessing like that.
Oh, so like he knew he was screwed.
Yeah, he knew he was screwed. But then
Oh,
he
wow.
didn't die, though. That's the
It gets
funny part.
weirder,
Like,
yeah.
it just gets weirder and weirder.
Like, and then there's like stuff that I'm not saying because like Adrian like knows more about it. He blew my mind, and so I'm waiting for that. I'm just giving you guys like what the whole idea with this, like where this story come from, and how it gets even more weirder now in present time.
Right.
But like, yeah, he's like, when all that's happening, he's like crying, dude. Like just like,
Oh, like actual sobbing.
yeah,
Yeah.
dude, like you can hear, and you're like, holy shit, like this isn't made up. Like this sounds like pretty legit. And I think
Yeah.
the host, no, he's like, are you making this up? Are you pulling our tail? And he's like, no, like,
Yeah.
and then the weirdest thing too, like when he was on the show and like he was talking to them, the fire alarms would just like go off
What?
randomly.
Okay.
And you can just hear it in the background. He's like, oh, sorry, like this has never happened before. They're trying to have me to stop talking, yada yada yada. And then yeah, it just kind of goes from there. And then there's another figure, no? There's like another demon in there too.
Well, yeah, first it was the lady. And then I guess he said that, I guess the host was trying to get a hold of a father,
priest,
a
Oh,
Christian
okay.
priest. And I guess at that time he couldn't get a hold of him. So the guy just goes on Josue goes on talking how he's going to go up to the mountains and do another reacher. So the lady can disappear from him because it was bothering him.
Oh,
And then the next day, that's when the other, I think, 3 demons were at his house.
Yeah.
But he makes it seem like the demons are just kicking back at his house. Like, so the
they're
host,
just
the host is like, so where are the demons now? He's like, oh, they're in the backyard.
They're just chilling.
they're just hanging out, man.
I can't go out. What are they doing? They're just basically, chilling in the backyard.
I'd be like, motherfucker, you don't pay rent here.
Get out.
Out of here. Where's my super soaker at?
Yeah, dude. And then he goes with the priest. The priest gets on the, I
the
guess
line.
his name was Roberto. You know his last name?
No, dude, I like have it on the tip of my tongue, but I want to say Roberto Carlos.
Oh, no, Roberto Huesos.
Huesos, yeah.
Something like that.
Something
I just remember because Roberto and then Bones. I'm like, Roberto Bones. I'm going to remember that. Roberto Huesos.
Yeah.
So he goes on there and he starts saying to Josue, hey, open the Bible. So that's when Josue goes over to reach over the Bible, and I guess he can't pick it up. It's too heavy there. It drops to the floor. And then he's like, well, don't worry about it. Just from the ground, just open it. And he's like, I can't. He starts crying more that he can't. So the father's like, well, I'm gonna read what do you say that? A lecture or what?
A scripture?
A
Passage?
A passage.
Scripture, yeah.
And then he starts reading it, dude. And then he's like, no, that patches. And he's like, because that's the same one I used to fucking summon
like-
the demons. That's kind of weird, though, dude.
Oh,
Yeah, like
what? He used the
scriptures?
Bible?
Yeah. Well, think
No
about it, dude. Like,
way.
think about it. As above, so below. And above, in heaven, you have your Bible. Down below, you have something similar to that.
Yeah.
Up above, you have the Christ, you know?
Yeah.
Down below, you have Antichrist. Everything's opposite down there. So, yeah, you have a Bible down there.
Denny's. IHOP.
But he was saying that he was reading the scriptures from the God Bible, dude.
Oh, from like the Bible.
Bible. And then Sorry, dude.
No, because you think about it, like from our language now to the language they had before,
Yeah.
it's translated, but like sometimes what I think about
Right.
is
It
like,
could be a little off.
yeah, like what if?
Well, I was
different.
looking into some stuff, and I guess there are certain prayers that it just opens a portal.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah, so it doesn't matter it doesn't really matter what prayer you say, even if it's for God, it can open a portal. And if you're using it at you can use like a prayer that goes for God,
Yeah.
but if you're summoning someone else, it can open that portal for him.
Oh.
Damn, see, I didn't know that.
I didn't even know that until I started saying I started looking into it because he says he's reading a lecture from the Bible, the Christian
And
Bible.
he goes, no,
Not that one because that's the one I summoned the devil with. So that's what I'm like, what? So I started did more research on it, and that's what they say that it can be from the Bible, anything. It just open portals. That it can, if you're doing it in the wrong way, it can summon a demon.
Huh. Okay.
Dude, it's yeah. That part was
I wouldn't
nuts.
even have thought of that. That's insane.
When he said it, I kind of stayed. I was like, wait, what? Because I had already heard this story once, but it was back in high school. Like we were in auto body shop, and some dude, he's like, hey, like, dude, have you heard of this show? And I was like, no. He's like, listen to this, and I was like, oh shit. It gave me the chills the first time that I listened to it.
Yeah.
This time I was like, okay, I need information. So
I need more.
yeah, I need more. But so that happened. He was in California. All this stuff was happening on the show. And then the priest like starts saying all that stuff, and same thing, like the alarms start going off. Things just get like crazy.
Yeah.
And then it just kind of like
I think the priest went like for 2 radio stations, following up with the story. And then after that, that's when they did the ritual when the radio host went in. Because I didn't know I digged in a little bit deeper, and I guess the radio host belonged to a cult.
See, I didn't know.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
This is the one like part that mine fucked me, I guess.
Yeah.
Like what Adrian's about to say, I'm just like, what? Dude?
Yeah, so he belonged to a cult, dude, that he says it's Christian cult, but
Is there such a thing as a Christian
I don't
cult,
think
though?
there is, dude. They involve God in certain cults, but their shit they do is more demonic.
Yeah,
I
it's more
believe.
like taboo, no? Like,
Yeah, it's like La Santeria. I don't know if you ever heard of that.
Yeah,
I know certain people from that, and they make it seem as like it's more for God, but
no,
there's a lot of questions that you ask yourself, like,
yeah.
what?
Like, what am I doing?
Yeah, dude. Anyways, so I guess the thing that took me off guard is that he didn't just call the station. I guess they had a party with, I don't know if it was a radio party. It doesn't say what kind of party, but the Josue dude was invited to that party, and that's where he made the radio host.
Oh.
And they started talking about what he was going through, and the radio host was like, "Hey, dude, well, you should call the radio." So basically, it was like a
stage.
he was probably going through it, but it was like set up.
It was
call
like a setup to like call it and like share your story, and then if it happens or whatever happens, great content.
Yeah.
So he did that, and so back to the host. So I guess they made a video on YouTube that now you can't find it nowhere. I try to find that video everywhere, and I can't find it. But I guess the host from the radio did a little, I keep forgetting that
Ritual.
And he took the ring off him. I don't know exactly what he did because I couldn't see the video.
What?
Yeah, dude, he ends up taking the ring off of him. And then like the first week, I think the pastor died. The second week, the camera guy died.
Oh, what the hell?
And the third week, the host dies.
No way.
And that show still continues on right now, but with different people.
But the thing, dude, the thing that's funny is that one of the guys, because you're talking about a radio station, so there's a lot of people involved.
Mm-hmm.
One of the radios, I don't know, well, he was from the radio, but he called Josue and it's like, "Hey, dude, everybody's dying. Is there anything we can do to protect ourselves?" And I guess he's like, "No, there's nothing to do with you guys. Don't worry, nothing's gonna happen to you guys." And I guess the last guy to die, they went up to him and interviewed him, and he's like, "Hey, is there anything different you saw about Josue when he said what's up to the host?" And he's like, "The only thing I saw is that he was carrying a bone on his left hand, and shook his hand he was carrying a bone with the right hand and shook his hand with the left hand." So they think
That he like
that now is this conspiracy.
Conspiracy, yeah.
Where they think that, because if you dig down, dude, on Josue before the radio station, he was trying to summon a demon to be rich and well known, right?
Right.
But if you dig on that, nobody knows nothing about him. Nobody You can't see
You
pictures
can't
of him
see
being
it.
rich or being wealthy or who he was until after the radio station.
What?
So people are thinking that he had to sacrifice those 3 souls to become famous and rich.
Oh.
Because now everybody knows him, dude. You look him up and he's everywhere. Every podcast you look, he's on it.
No
Every radio station,
way.
he's on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like now the tale goes that like he did his ritual. Now he has what he wanted.
Right. So
And-
so the ritual wasn't actually like killing his grandma and stuff. It was he got to sacrifice these 3 souls.
I feel like it like took place in it.
I'm sure that was like part of it, but that wasn't
Yeah,
like
it's
the
like
actual
stepping-
like, all right, this is what's gonna get your money.
It was more like stepping stones, and like they're like, okay, do this, act scared, whatever, and then you'll get what you want.
Yeah.
Because there's always something you got to give and take,
Yeah.
especially when it comes to that. You got to give and take.
Yeah.
And I like when he told me that, I was like, it makes sense because like now we bring it back to present tense. He is on like a lot of podcasts, and Adrian was telling me that on some of the shows, there's like no remorse. You know what I mean? Like
Okay.
it's like he like kind of like almost like
He still tells you how to summon a demon, dude. He was
what?
Yeah, he was trying to get out of it, right? When he called the radio station,
Yeah.
he was crying. He was
Like
looking
pleading.
for
basically
peace.
like the wolf cry, like the kid who cried wolf or
Yeah.
the boy who cried wolf.
Boy to a crap wolf.
Yeah, but
He was trying to get out of it. He was crying. So I'm saying like when someone goes through a trauma, you're trying to get out. And then
Right,
you
you
talk
don't
about
wanna
it. You don't
talk
want to talk
about
about it. You're like, oh, change the subject or something. But he
Yeah.
still talks about it like nothing, dude. He's like, oh, well, people will ask him, well, what would you tell people that want to summon a demon? And he just goes like, well, I tell him to do this and do that. Dude, if he wants to get out of it, why would he?
Right. Why would he keep talking about it?
And that's when he goes talking about how there's different identities, different
okay.
cults
Yeah.
that you can summon. And the funny thing, dude, he mentions Utah.
no. Oh, I forgot about
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
So back in the
What?
story, we forgot to
Yeah,
mention
I
that he
forgot to
says that
mention
the
that.
first religion he went into when he was trying to get out of it was the LDS Mormons.
Yeah.
Oh,
That
no
was-
way.
Yeah.
Because in the show, the priest is telling him, he's like, hey, you need to find something sacrilegious or religious.
Religious.
Yeah, religious. Sorry. What's coming back up?
That beer, dude.
I
That
know,
beer.
dude. The gas. I'm just like, damn. But yeah, he like tells him like you need to find something holy, like either
Right.
Catholic, Christian. He's like, what do you have around you? He's like, well, the LDS church, like he says what is it?
Church
Latter-day
of Jesus
Saints.
Christ of Latter-day Saints.
Yeah, thank you. He says that, and dude, when he said that, I was like, wait, what the fuck? And then he's like, yeah, well, just get involved in the church, you know, so you can.
But he didn't tell his colleagues what he was going through. He had to go through. He went to a Christian church to tell them
Yeah.
what he was going through.
Yeah.
Oh,
He was-
okay.
He had he was somewhat part of the Mormon church,
Yeah.
but not really more. Like he went more.
Right.
to
It's
the
like a
Christian.
Jack Mormon.
Yeah. So that blew my mind. I was like, what the hell?
That's insane.
Hey there, gamers. If you're tired of the same old energy drinks that leave you crashing, you gotta hear about Dubby. Dubby Energy is not just an energy drink. It's a cheat code to victory. What really sets Dubby apart? It's all about the taste and the goodness inside. Unlike other brands, Dubby Energy is like a party for your taste buds. Seriously, have you ever had an energy drink that actually tastes good? Dubby's got you covered, with all natural ingredients and flavor profile that beats the competition. But here's the real kicker. Dubby's energy mix is loaded with vitamin C, B6, B3, and B12. It's like a vitamin boost in every sip. And get this, they use a coffee fruit extract so you won't be crashing later. It's an energy that lasts as long as the battle. And for you, the listener, you get a special discount. Use promo code LACANTINA for an exclusive discount on your first and every order after that. Trust me, you do not want to miss out on this. Head over to w.gg and amp up your game. Now back to the horror.
There's the thing that blew my mind is like, if you notice every scary like movie, every scary story, why they always involve the Catholic Church?
Dude.
That's true.
I was gonna
Like-
talk about that topic on my podcast because there's crazy stories behind the
The Vatican?
Vatican, dude.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
that's
I've
on
heard
we
some
should-
conspiracies about
Yeah,
the
so-
Vatican.
The Vatican files are intense. That's all I gotta say. Like I've dug a little bit into it and I'm like, dude, what the? Because think about it, like, because I've talked to like other people in different religions, like the Mormon like religion.
Yeah.
I talked to one of our friends that I'm trying to get on the podcast, Justin, and he has a whole story about something similar happening.
Oh, okay.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but like in the LDS church, like exorcism and stuff like that's not really like
A thing.
a thing.
Not that I know of. I mean, they have like blessings. You know, they'll take like an oil and put it on your head, and then
Right.
you know, you get people around that put their hands on your head and like say a prayer and stuff.
But it's not like a full on exorcism.
But
Like
no,
like
you don't
Catholic
have
church,
like
you know what I
some
mean?
chick spitting green pea soup on the bed and some
Right.
dude like reading from the Bible at her.
Like, think about it, dude. Like all the horror stuff, like the Omen, all the Conjuring movies.
All the
it's-
Conjuring movies.
It's all Catholic based.
Yeah.
Like why?
Well,
You know what I mean? Like
I don't
everywhere
know.
you go, it's always a cross turning upside down. Catholic.
See, I feel like that's like a because the cross is supposed to be like this super holy symbol, right?
Right.
So in movies, they're like, "Oh, flip it upside down. It's super bad."
Yeah.
You know, stuff like that.
That's what I've kind of caught on to that. I'm just like,
I also feel like Catholicism is more like commonly known and widely known versus like LDS or maybe even Jewish, things like that.
Well, I said in like a couple episodes back, dude, I thought growing up that everybody was Catholic. Because you know how like we have like the whole Ash Wednesday thing?
Yeah.
I thought like that was something that everybody did until like I started learning about other
Surprise!
religions. And like just recently, this Sunday, it's Palm Sunday, where you get like the little palm and stuff like that.
Oh, Easter?
Yeah, but it's
I
like
didn't know that was the thing.
before, yeah. What's the whole palm thing about? Do you know?
No, I don't know, dude. I just know that it starts out, and like you said, Ash Wednesday,
And then you go 40 days.
and then you go 40 days. Those 40 days represent when God was in the desert, and he was trying to get the devil will appear him and offer him water,
Yeah.
and he would say no, and he'd keep walking. So on our culture, it's like 40 days you go without something you like. So kind of like you kind of there's a word
Giving
for
up
it.
something. Like,
You're kind of
say it in Spanish if you got it in Spanish.
fuck, I got the word. You do it too. Fuck, we do it for exercise too. It's called
Fasting?
fasting. There you go. Fasting.
Oh, see, that's an LDS thing too. You know, we have fast Sundays, so it's like the first month or the first week of every month.
You fast?
You fast, yeah.
Huh. See, with
That
us,
you
it's
pay
like,
tithing too.
it's with,
I keep saying we, but I'm not really LDS. I was raised LDS.
yeah, I got you. But like in Catholic, like those 40 days, you give, like I used to give up soda as a kid.
Oh, okay.
So I couldn't drink soda for those 40 days. And like every Friday, you're not supposed to eat red meat.
Yeah.
Oh, why is that?
Yeah.
Because that's when God was in the desert and he was offered food and offered a lot of stuff. So you're supposed to give out the red meat as like
like it was
temptation and
Yeah.
respect.
right.
So you can only eat like fish.
Yeah.
Oh,
Fish or
okay,
any
okay.
white meat.
I would immediately fail at this.
No, well, I think back in the days, dude, it was like only fish.
Mm.
Then they went humbling down and like, okay, you can eat chicken. That's white meat. It's considered white meat. But like Catholic, you're not supposed to eat chicken or beef, just fish.
Yeah, I thought that it was just meat in general, like red meat. I'd be eating down some chicken, bro.
Skylar, we need a rag.
We'll cut this part.
Help.
Hello?
Or a towel? I don't know.
I don't know. I forgot to grab one. There's usually one here. Forgot. We'll cut.
Papa Skylar, help us.
Yeah, I think I hear him. Maybe. Thank you.
Thank you. Sorry.
Okay, where were we? Where else do we want to go with this?
Yes. So this dude, like, so he tried to be LDS and like didn't work out. He just wasn't with it, or
I think it's more like you said, like in the LDS church, you don't see a lot of exorcists.
yeah, no,
So
I
he-
didn't even know exorcisms were a thing until I got older.
So that's when he tried to look for a Catholic. He said he's like, the Catholic church is calling my attention.
Oh, okay.
So that's where
Nice.
he went to a Catholic church.
Right. Okay.
But I'm telling you, it gets weird because like nowadays, like he's like nonchalant about a lot of stuff.
See, that's so weird because it's exactly like you said. Like, if something bad happens, why would you want to talk about it? A, and B, why would you like encourage other people to do it?
Well, Adrian gave me a great analogy, and I want to use it. It's like you ask an ex-gang member that's like out of the hood, out of the streets.
Oh yeah, you asked me that the other
Right.
day.
So you ask them like, dude, what would you like say to someone that wants to join? They're gonna
Don't
tell
do
you
it.
straight up like, don't
That's
fucking
dumb.
do it.
Yeah.
Like, don't do it. So like, if you have repented and said, like, this is bad. Why do you keep on promoting it in a way?
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
So he's claiming that he's like repentant and everything?
From the show.
Yeah, he's saying that he's repentant, but when he goes to talk shows, he still gives advice and stuff. He said he's not in it. He doesn't practice it, but he studies it.
Yeah.
Oh, see, I can understand. Like, I'm not like an avid study of like demonology and stuff, but I like do research and stuff for the show. You know, that's a lot of like demonology and stuff. But I'm not gonna go around saying like, all right, you want to summon a demon? Write this down.
Well, let me stop you.
I want to play with a Ouija board. It's a big difference.
Okay,
You want to play with it, dude?
Oh yeah.
You're gonna hear it like
You should make a podcast about that, dude.
Oh, we
Playing the Ouija
absolutely
board?
going
No,
to.
not playing the Ouija board, but because in our culture, dude, playing the like I see like white folks. It's like
you people.
You people.
it's like nothing, dude. It's like, oh, we're gonna play the Ouija board,
Yeah.
and there's us. It's like, oh shit, you play that shit, and you're like, I have some creepy stories about that, but I'll just leave it for another time.
Oh, I'm gonna play with the Ouija board. I'm gonna tell whatever comes through to screw with Tony.
I keep telling him, dude, that's like taboo. Like, you're gonna say that, but then be like, you know what,
Hey,
dude?
as long as it follows me home and it's chill, we're good. It's all right.
He'd be like, Jose, hey, what's the demon doing? Yeah, he's on my couch watching TV.
What's the demon up to? Oh, he's sitting behind you, dude. He's just watching the show.
What are you doing, dude? I'm just fucking having lunch here with the demon.
He's such a great guy. We were
Such
actually
a
talking
good
about
guy.
that at work today, dude.
Oh my gosh, if we got a demon on the show.
Because who was it? Angel. He was on one of our shows or one of the episodes. He was telling us, like, dude, like, imagine you guys get a demon on the show. Like, how crazy that'd be. You just see like someone. Like,
Well, dude, when I started my podcast in Spanish, I have my mother-in-law that she's really, really Catholic.
mm-hmm.
So she's like, you better be careful what you're talking about. You're going to be opening ports you're not supposed to. She kind of got me scared.
Dude, I can imagine Tony's mom, if she ever sees these videos, just like, that white dude's a fucking idiot.
There's been conversation. Say that.
You tell him he's stupid.
No, dude, because I keep telling you, like, in our culture, it's like very taboo to do that.
Oh, yeah.
Even like the whole Santeria thing that Adrian was talking about. Like, you say that to like a renowned Catholic, they'd be like, dude, like, that's the devil stuff.
Okay.
But it goes hand in hand because, like, in the Santeria,
See,
you like test the limit, basically.
you're stuck on the Ouija board, and I've told you I want to open a Dividic box.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
Let's summon some demons.
Anyways, do you have anything else on that? Like,
Well, the last time, where we ended up is that I told you that he was LDS, and then he mentioned Utah.
oh, yeah. What's up with that?
I guess he mentioned Utah. I guess Utah is really rich of cults that we don't know.
Oh, I bet.
He's
Like, that would not surprise me at all.
His words, I'm not saying, I don't want to get in trouble for saying this or anything, but
He looks in the camera like,
Please don't hurt
come
me.
after me. I guess he just said that Utah was really involved. And he's like, the people from the mountains, the rich people from the mountains.
I can see that.
He's like,
For sure.
He's like, there's a million cases of where children disappearing in the
Yeah.
United States, and that you can never find them, and that's all he said, man. He ended it right there.
Yeah, well,
I can see that. Just
this
'cause
is
of
the place.
the story that I've told you guys when I was in high school and I went up to the View.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I heard that one.
Yeah.
Say it
Dude.
again, dude, so they can refresh.
So refresher, we were going up to the View in high school, and as we were going up, it's at the Ensign Peak. Like in the distance, there's like another trail going off to like the other side of the mountain, like the northern side. Like there's the View, and then there's another trail.
Okay.
And we went up there, and I just look over, and it's like people were holding sticks.
Oh, yeah, the torches.
Yeah, with torches. And they were in cloaks. And I'm like, what the fuck?
That's my
dude?
kind of guys.
Dude, it was late.
They were on what? You said on,
Huh?
like they had hats or what?
Yeah, they had like the cloaks. Like
Oh, like with the pointy hats and stuff?
yeah, it wasn't like, the KKK or anything.
No,
Those are
like
white.
black cloaks with like the pointy hoods.
Well, it was like black and red.
Yeah, like red lining.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's fucking weird.
I've seen stuff
They
like
didn't
Dude.
see you guys?
not
I don't
in
know.
person, but I've seen it like movies and shit.
No, I mean like when he was going up there, they didn't see. Like, imagine if they saw you, dude. Like, oh, these are people we're gonna sacrifice tonight.
Dude, it was weird. Like we went up and they just kind of like off in the distance, just kind of like kept doing their thing, and we're just like, I thought I was tripping out. I was like, am I seeing shit? Are my eyes deceiving me right now? Like,
See, I'm the kind of stupid I'd roll down the window and be like, "Hey, what
No,
you guys up to?"
Walking,
they make fun of that, dude. When they're like, what a Mexican would do? Fuck, we'll get the fuck out of there. What a white dude would, he would fucking go in there. See
Go
what's
do
going
some
on.
research.
How y'all doing? Can I join?
Like, we summoning some demons today. I can totally see you doing some shit like that.
See, I learned a long time ago. I'm willing to do stupid shit.
I don't know. That was creepy. I was like, what the fuck? I like took a step back. I was like, I looked around first. And I was like, anybody else see that? And then, yeah, we saw that. Just keep walking. I was like, all right.
Just don't look. Keep going.
You saw what they're saying about Ryan Garcia, right?
Oh, dude, I've heard about that. Yeah, I've heard a little bit about it. Like he's like, they're trying to get him into the Illuminati.
No, it's not Illuminati. It's the other one. It's the one with the now. I forgot what the name of it is. It
The Masons?
Oh, the Freemasons?
No, it's not the Freemason. Is it?
I
know it's with the now. It's something else.
I know it's the Freemasons. and then the
Scientologists?
Illuminati.
I don't know. I've heard a lot of conspiracy theories about Scientologists.
Dude, they're saying that they're like trying to bring him in,
Yeah.
and like he's like in what do you say? In spiritual.
Spiritual?
Thank you. War.
Oh, okay.
Where he's like, no, yes, no, yes, no. And it's like he's
Grove?
going crazy. Huh?
The Grove?
The Grove?
Is that what is it? Grove?
Might be.
I've never heard of that one.
Might be. But
They'll
there's
be
like
humming. Fuck, I just erased it. The Bohemian Grove.
the Bohemian.
The Bohemian. There
Bohemian
you go.
Grove. I've heard about that. Yeah.
Bro, that sounds familiar.
I know it's a song, but right? No.
Maybe.
Yeah. No, I've heard about that. I think McKay was telling us about that.
Oh, okay.
That there's a couple. There's like the Bohemian Grove, and then the Illuminati, Freemasons. There's one more.
Yeah, I know the Freemasons, the Illuminati, and apparently Scientologists.
Yeah, but yeah, what's with that?
Scientologists.
What's with that with the whole Ryan thing? Is that like they're trying to get him into that or what?
Well, I guess before his fight, I guess they took him up to the. He didn't. They want to get. I don't know if they want to get him in there, but I guess he was forced to go and see certain things that was happening that he didn't like.
Oh, what the heck?
And then after that, he came saying about it, and they closed his accounts. But I don't know, dude. I feel like it's like a fighting technique he's using. So people think, like, I don't know. Like, this is how I see it. I feel like he's using that so people can be like, oh, he's crazy. He's going to lose a fight.
Yeah.
And then once he steps in that ring, he's fucking full there. And he's...
Bam, bam, bam.
It's like
That's what I
Takes
think.
it
But
all.
who knows? If he loses the fight, then it can be the opposite. He probably did get taken in.
See, but if he loses the fight, you could try to be like, dude, it was because of these guys.
Yeah.
damn.
That's a good either way.
Yep.
It's like nowadays. Like let's take a step back. Like nowadays, look at everything that's kind of going on. I mean, you have the Ryan Garcia. He's been crazy.
yeah.
And the latest thing, like the thing that's kind of trending a lot right now, is the whole Dan Schneider
Yeah.
with the whole Nickelodeon thing and like Quiet on the Set, where like kids are like these are like teenage stars that like,
People that we grew up on.
yeah, like look at Amanda Bynes for a second. Like we all thought she was batshit crazy the whole time. Like she was just trying to tell the truth. Like, hey, dude's a fucking creep. He's like doing shit to me.
Yeah.
And then Drake Bell coming out
Right. And
from Drake and Josh and
yeah,
like saying
talks
like,
about what's actually happening.
and that's just like a domino effect. Like everybody's kind of like,
Oh, yeah. That's like the Me Too movement.
yeah,
Like, you know, one person comes out and says, like, hey, this is what's going on. The rest of them feel comfortable enough to come out. And that's how you make stuff happen,
I don't
you know?
That's fucked, dude. Like
Oh, yeah. No,
looking
it's
at it,
terrible that would even happen. Like, somebody to even consider doing that, especially to kids. Like, that's
dude. And
low.
like looking back on it, when you're a kid watching Nickelodeon, like even as a kid, I was like, that seems fucked up. Like
As
why-
a kid, I didn't realize it. And then when I got older, I was like, oh, I can't let my kids watch this.
dude, there was a couple of like episodes on iCarly where I'm just like, that's fucked. Why would you do that? Even on the Amanda show, even Drake and Josh, I was like, this is a little inappropriate. Like, I could take this the wrong way. And I'm just like, what? Like when the whole potato with Ariana Grande and like she's basically ejaculating the potato.
But that's everywhere now, dude. If you really realize
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's
Sometimes-
everything.
Sometimes I take my kids to see movies at the movie theater,
Yeah.
and there'll be some adult jokes in there, and
Oh, absolutely.
just all the adults, you just hear them cracking up, and they're like, what happened?
Yeah, they're like, shh.
Pretty much. See, but I mean, the shows we grew up on, like I go to watch with my kids, I turn them off. I'm like, we can't watch that.
Dude,
There's no way.
I remember South Park was like the biggest thing, but like you knew that was bad.
Oh yeah, everyone's like, oh, South Park is terrible. At least they're upfront about it.
Yeah, but like all these other hidden things, and it's like another thing, like the whole case with Diddy, P Diddy, where he like came up, like it came out saying that he like touched Usher and like Justin Bieber,
Oh.
so like he got like indicted.
Oh,
So,
no
like,
way.
Yeah, it just happened today.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
You guys might
Okay.
be hearing this a little late, but we record a little pre. We pre-recorded
We're about a
things.
day behind
Yeah,
as
so-
far as releases and
As
recordings.
far as you guys know, all this information already came out. We're just supposedly late, but we're kind of early.
No, that's insane.
Yeah, we went from Mano Peluda to that, but it ties in.
Hey, yeah. I mean, hey, for all we know, Dan Snyder and Diddy were
But dude, it
doing
goes
some
back to
demon
the whole
stuff.
like
Who knows?
it goes back to a lot of things, and like I'm just gonna touch the subject a little bit, but it goes even to like the whole eclipse thing where they're saying that the world's gonna like it's coming to an end. There's like in the Bible it says,
Oh, we're going downhill fast.
yeah, because in the Bible it says like there's gonna be a week or so
Oh,
where like it's complete darkness, and they're saying this eclipse is gonna cause that. And then in the eclipse, like the cities it's gonna pass through, it has a lot of biblical names on the cities.
right. I remember seeing that.
So like it's
And the
like,
last one, it's supposed to
yeah,
it's supposed to plateau over his rapture.
yeah. And then like there's one where it says that like the path of the eclipses.
Oh
does
yeah, it makes
does
like a symbol.
a Hebrew sign, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like all this stuff is coming out, and it's like every year. Look at it, like since 2019,
Yeah.
things just kind of have been leading up, like Espion's Island.
What?
Yeah,
Escalating?
No, Epstein.
Oh, Epstein?
Epstein. Look at that, and it's just kind of like trickling down into like more and more.
Oh, yeah,
shit. Like
stuff's starting to get
nowadays,
more and
it's
more
like
open.
more like, yeah, we used to do this back in the day.
Yeah.
And Dan Schneider, back on that topic, he's been like, dude, like I'm sorry, but like I thought it was funny. How the fuck do you see that's funny, bro?
Right? Like, come on, dude.
The fuck is your problem?
Oh,
But
some
Just,
people.
to wrap it up, do you have
Some
anything else on the
freaking
Mano
people.
Peluda that you want to talk about?
Well, no, just to wrap it up, we left out the ring. So the
Oh.
ring goes back to where we were talking earlier with
The Sullivan.
the Solomon.
Yeah.
So I guess the ring, they said that ring was used to control demons.
Right, he did say that.
To control demons and to talk to demons and to talk to animals and
Oh, talk to animals.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That'd be interesting. That'd be
So-
like Rick and Morty when
The squirrel.
all the squirrels, yeah.
So the question was,
Possible Doolittle.
if that ring is to control the demons, why did he got that ring from the demons, dude? If supposedly Solomon got that ring from an angel.
I heard about that. Too.
Oh.
Dive into that real
Yeah,
quick because
so-
I didn't.
So the ring was given to Solomon so he can control the demons, so he can win wars.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But it's to control him, not like to control him. And that ring was given basically by an angel of God.
Right.
So if you think about it, why would a demon
Yeah, why would a demon have that ring, first of all?
yeah, and then give it to that guy Josue?
Yeah, and something with that power, just like, here you go.
So my question is like, does the devil himself can't control his own demons?
Dude,
I don't know. Something.
something to think about.
Yeah.
Just think about
a
it,
good
dude.
point. I've never thought about that before.
Yeah, take a second to just take that in. That's true.
God, I don't know.
But okay,
I mean-
with that conspiracy or whatever, like, what if like it's a plot down there to like start controlling people up here? Because you know how they say like when the world ends, it's like a big fight
Yeah.
between good and bad. What if he's just like gearing up his soldiers in a way like with all this stuff, with like all the celebrities and all the higher powers? What if they're just like getting items?
Well, they are, dude, because I guess I was looking into all that stuff, and like when you believe in Jesus or God,
Mm-hmm.
he asks for you to be good
Right.
and to be honest and all that, and that's what gives him power, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And I guess the demons are different. The demons, a lot of people don't believe in them.
Yeah.
So people pull other people in their cults, and that's how they become stronger.
Yeah, just think about that for a second. Like, what if they're getting the tools? And I'm only saying this because I've been watching Lucifer. You know that show?
Yeah.
But like, think about it. In the show, he has the sword.
Yeah.
He gets a sword, and then he gets all the pieces to the sword to cut through the gates of heaven.
Right.
And then, like, how do you get that? How does a demon get all that? And it's like, I don't know if you guys watched the movie, but there's called this movie Constantine.
Constantine, yeah, it's
Yeah,
a DC
with-
movie.
I heard it, dude, but
Yeah,
what is it about?
it's it has Keanu Reeves in it.
All right, I got this because
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm a
Nerd,
comic book nerd.
fucking nerd.
All right, so Constantine is like a sorcerer almost, and he fights like demons and sometimes angels and like supernatural beings and stuff. So in the movie, they find the spear that stabbed Jesus in the ribs, and anybody that touches it like goes crazy and all of a sudden is like super strong and can't die and stuff.
Is this like Sandman? Is it different or?
It's a little different.
It's a little
Because
different,
I heard,
but it's the same idea.
I heard the Constantine name on Sandman. I don't know.
It's kind of the same idea as Sandman. So yeah, anybody that gets this, this tip of the spear, yada yada, and Constantine has to like find the spear, and then he has to like take on a bunch of demons. Like the opening scene with Constantine is him pulling a demon out of somebody into a mirror. So
he like throws it off.
It's interesting.
If you haven't seen that movie,
Oh yeah, he throws it out because it starts breaking through the mirror.
Oh, I think I've seen this movie.
Yeah, it's a
With
good
Where
Shia
he's
LaBeouf?
like, yeah, I think when
Yeah.
he's like an priest or
yeah, something like that.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then like an ex-priest, and he goes and does all the
Exorcism.
exorcism.
Yeah.
I've seen that movie.
Yeah.
Like he sees the demons and angels, and it's like
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
And there's
yeah.
this-
Yeah, I know.
He's in the library, and then
Yeah,
the
yeah.
angel just flaps its wings,
Yeah.
but he can only see that.
yeah.
Yeah, it's the same thing. Like he's fighting. I think it's the angel Michael,
San Miguel.
San Miguel. Yeah, and like it goes into that. Like he sees angels, but he sees demons, and he sees the demons because they're trying to resuscitate, right? Reincarnate.
Yeah.
Antichrist.
Yeah. They're trying to bring about the Antichrist, and
And
he's
the
like
whole
trying to
sister
stop
has
it.
a thing with it. The twin sister, and
I just remember that shotgun he has with the dragon's breath.
oh yeah,
Oh,
dude.
that thing was so sick.
Yeah. But it's like that.
Yeah.
You know, like they all have that. They all and like it goes back to the Conjuring movies. Like look at The Last Nun.
Yeah.
The eyes, they were like holy eyes, but if a demon got them, they get
Yeah.
like souped up on power.
Yeah.
So it goes back to that. Like, what if, back to the Vatican thing, what if there really are a bunch of religious items that they haven't found yet or they found? It goes back to the conspiracy I heard too. What if the Vatican's like feeding that stuff?
Could be one way to find out.
Dude, it's crazy. Like what you really, because there's a part of the Vatican that's like closed off,
Oh yeah.
classified
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Like even
you
the
can
Pope.
only go back to like a certain point.
Mm-hmm. Even like exorcisms and stuff, like there's only certain ones that you can actually see, and a lot of it's hush hush.
Oh yeah.
So
On that note, I think this is a good time to end it.
do you have anything else? You want to plug in some social medias, plug in a business, plug in
No, just
your
a shout out-
podcast?
just a shout out to my homies, el fucking Papi Chulo, Sabrosa, and Pollo, Smiley, and La Negra.
Negra. Shout outs to you guys.
I got weird nicknames, dude.
It's all good.
I like them.
Hey, I used to be from the hood. I get it. It's a smiley. Yeah, no, I get it. But yeah, where can they find your show?
Well, right now we haven't uploaded it to Spotify. We're just doing little TikTok
Okay.
clips. I want to get 12 episodes.
And then
So if one day we can come together, we have contact to download.
Nice.
So right now, just TikTok. I
TikTok.
think it's
Okay.
at El Muerto.
uh-huh.
I think that's how I have it.
Yeah, I think it is, yeah.
I like it.
I like it. And there's some, it's more for like the Hispanic side because it's in Spanish, obviously.
Yeah.
And there's some stories on there, like the clips. I'm just like, damn, when is this going to drop?
Yeah.
I'm like, damn. You know?
I'm excited.
Yeah, I have to come and bring you back because I want to do a segment in Spanish
Yeah.
and have you on for that.
Well, if there's any segments in Spanish, do you think they'll be interested in English? Dude, I can do that too.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. That'd be cool.
Yeah, because my mom, she's like the whole serial killers ones
Yeah.
that we talk about. She's like, what are you guys talking about? I'm like, oh, mom. Just listen for 60 seconds. That helps me out a lot. Well, yeah, on that note, that's been the episode on La Mano Peluda. If you guys have anything else that you guys want to add to that, leave it down below.
Heck yeah. Let us know.
Yeah, let us know. It's been Adrian. Dude, shout outs to you. And go give him a follow on TikTok, El Muerto. We'll link it down below so you guys can see his content. Yeah, down below. Down somewhere. Anyways, this has been Tony, your host with the most. And as always, you guys can find us on Spotify, Apple, YouTube. YouTube's been slacking a little bit. My apologies. But I've had some technical difficulties with the editing on my side just because using CapCut. But anyways, it's been Tony, your host with the most. Don't forget to leave us like, comment, subscribe, leave us a review so more people can keep coming to the show and we can keep growing, bringing you guys more stuff. Shirts are going to be available beginning, middle of April. Well, being said, this has been Tony, your host with the most, and
El Skeptico.
Rambo.
Ooh, we got Rambo.
Fancy.
Got a Rambo priest coming soon. Anyways, thank you guys. Have a good day.
Pieces.
See you.